Hello everyone and welcome to Machine Learning and Large Language Model tutorials. We are continuing strong with testing and installation of large language models locally. In this Machine Learning and AI tutorial, we explain how to install DeepSeek R1 model locally on Linux Ubuntu Computer and how to write a Python script that will run DeepSeek R1. DeepSeek R1 belongs to the class of reasoning models. Reasoning models perform better at complex reasoning problems and tasks compared to the classical large language models. Complex reasoning problems are problems that appear in mathematics, science, and coding. According to the information given on the GitHub page of DeepSeek, the performance of DeepSeek R1 is comparable to the performance of OpenAI O1. However, DeepSeek R1 is released under the MIT license, which means that you can also use this model in a commercial setting, and that's a big advantage of DeepSeek over other models. Of course, there are some other disadvantages, however, we will not discuss them in this video tutorial. In this tutorial, you will learn how to install and run DeepSeek R1 on Linux Ubuntu and how to write this Python code that will run DeepSeek R1 32 billion parameter models. In fact, I will teach you how to run Distilled Model. You can also use the same principle to run even larger models. And here is the code. The code is relatively simple. This code will ask how to solve a quadratic equation, and if you run this code will generate you a text file. Let me bring up the text file. Here it is, and the output will be written in this text file, and later on you can include this output in your report or in some LaTeX document. On this graph, you can see the performance of DeepSeek R1 and the comparison of the performance of DeepSeek R1 with other models. These blue hatched rectangles represent the performance of DeepSeek R1. Then, these gray rectangles represent the performance of OpenAI O1. Then you can see these light blue rectangles, and they represent the performance of a distilled DeepSeek R1 32 billion parameter model. And in fact, we are going to install this distilled model. I will explain what are the distilled model later on. Then you can see the performance of OpenAI O1 mini. These are these light gray rectangles, and finally you can see the performance of DeepSeek V3. So what are the distilled models? First of all, to run the full DeepSeek R1 model locally, you need more than 400 GB of disk space, or in some cases even maybe 1 TB of disk space, and a significant amount of CPU, GPU, and RAM resources. And this might be prohibitive on the consumer level hardware, and of course, us mortals cannot afford a computer that costs $50,000 and that's capable of running such a large-scale model. However, DeepSeek has shown that it's possible to reduce the size of the original DeepSeek R1 model and at the same time preserve the performance. Of course, not completely, as the previous graph shows. Consequently, DeepSeek has released a number of compressed or distilled models whose size varies from 1.5 to 70B parameters. To install these models, you will need from 1 to 40 GB of disk space. In this tutorial, we will explain how to install and run distilled models of DeepSeek R1. And our computer has the following specification: NVIDIA 3090 GPU with 24 GB of VRAM, 64 GB of regular RAM memory, Intel i9 processor, 10850K with 10 cores and 20 logical processors. And we are running the model on Linux. Okay, let's start with installation. Here is the main idea. First, we are going to install Ollama, then we are going to download the DeepSeek R1 model by using Ollama, and then we are going to create a Python virtual environment, install Ollama library for Python, and then we are going to call the model by using Ollama API from Python. And in this way, you can create very nice and complex programs such as RAG, such as AI agents, etc. that are running in Python. Okay, so let's start. First of all, before we even install Ollama, we have to do several adjustments. First of all, open a terminal. And then I'm going to resize this terminal such that you can see what I'm typing. First of all, you have to allow inbound connections to this port over here. Again, you're not opening this port for external connections. You're just opening this port such that Ollama server can be executed on this port. So let's type this, and most likely the port is already opened on my system, and that's it. Okay, next, we need to install curl, but before we do that, we need to run this command. That is, we need to update and upgrade. And that's it. And after that, we need to install curl. So let's run this command to install curl, and let's check the curl version. That is, let's verify that everything is installed. Good. We have curl on our system, and we can continue with Ollama installation. To install Ollama, you just need to go to the Ollama website. Then you need to click on download, and over here this script will be this command will be generated, and this command will be calling this script from this website by using curl. So let's do that. Paste this command and press enter. And this will install Ollama. It's going to take maybe 30 seconds to 1 minute to install Ollama, and consequently be patient. What is very important to observe here is that my NVIDIA GPU driver inside of Ollama is installed. Okay, the next step is to download the model by using Ollama. For that purpose, let's go back to the Ollama website. Let's go to the base website and search DeepSeek R1. Here it is. Click over here, and over here you have several options. Namely, I'm going to download a distilled model. That is the model that's being compressed, however, its performance is still relatively good. And over here you have several options. You have a very small model that's 1.5 billion parameters and its size is 1.1 gigabyte. And you have even this huge model which is almost 700 billion parameters and around 404 gigabyte large. I don't have enough disk space to run this model, and probably my RAM memory and my GPU cannot handle such a large model. Consequently, I will stay somewhere in between. I will click on this model, and after that this command will be generated. You can see it over here. Now, don't just execute this command, we will have to modify it. So let's go back to the terminal, paste it, and instead of run, type pool here. So what we will do right now, we are just going to download the model. We are not going to run the model after downloading. So execute this, and here, be patient. This might even take like 5 to 10 minutes to download. Watch out over here, you're downloading around 20 gigabytes on your local disk. So take some time, grab a cup of coffee, and return afterwards. After downloading this larger model, let's try to download even a smaller model. For example, this model over here. Let's copy this command. Let's go here and let's paste over here. Of course, you don't need to download the second model. However, just for reference, I'm going to download this smaller model. And then it's going to take around maybe 3 to 5 minutes to download the second model. It's always a good idea to test several models. Also, sometimes I notice while downloading models, there might be some error because sometimes Ollama is not able to verify some download code. If that's the case, either repeat the download process or you can try some other model. And after some time, the model will be downloaded. Let's now verify that we have the models are on our system. To do that, type Ollama list, and over here you should see 2 models over here. Okay, let's continue. So let's test Ollama and the models by trying to run one of these models. For example, the model over here. Simply copy the name and type Ollama run and then the name of the model. Here it is. And let's see what's happening. Now the model will be loaded and let's ask a question: how to solve a quadratic equation, and let's specify equation for which we know the roots. For example, it's this one. The roots are actually -2 and -3, and let's see what it is. Works like a charm. Very fast, super fast, amazing. Okay, that's it. Let's exit this model and let's continue with Python programming. The next step is to verify that you have Python installed on your system. Most likely you have Python, since Python comes with the regular Linux Ubuntu distribution. However, let's verify that. To verify the Python installation, simply type which Python 3. And as the output, you should see the path to the Python folder in which binaries are placed. Okay, let's verify the Python version. You can do it like this, and in my case you can see that I'm using Python 3.12.3. The most important information is this version, 3.12. If, for example, you're using some other version of Ubuntu, such as Ubuntu 22.04, then most likely you have Python 3.10. Good. The next step is to install the command that will enable us to create Python virtual environments. And here it is. You need to type sudo apt install and then Python, and over here you need to specify your Python version. In my case, it's 3.12. In your case, if you have, for example, 3.10 point something, you will write here 3.10. And let's press enter. Now enter your sudo password and that's it. The next step is to create a test folder, that is to create a workspace folder. First of all, let's go to home and then let's type this command, which will create a folder called test model. Then let's navigate to test model, and then inside of this folder, let's create a Python virtual environment. To create the Python virtual environment, you need to execute this command. This command will create the Python virtual environment called env1. And after that, you need to activate this virtual environment. You can do that by sourcing the script activate in env1 bin activate path. And here it is. Now you can see over here that virtual environment is active. To run the model from Python code, we just need to install a single package, and that's Ollama. This is an interface that's used to run models from Python scripts. That is, we can directly call Ollama models from a Python script. Then the next step is to create a Python file. For that purpose, I'm going to execute this command. This command will create a file called test.py, and for that purpose I'm using the nano editor. Of course, you can use any other editor. And let's type the file content over here. That is, let's write our script. Here, to save time, I'm simply going to paste the content of the file. And let's explain this file line by line. First of all, we are importing Ollama. Then over here we need to specify the desired model. And the name of this desired model is precisely the name that Ollama should give us. Consequently, open a new terminal and type Ollama list, and you can see all the models. So let's try to run this model over here. Simply copy the model, paste the model name over here, and that's it. Here define a question that you want to ask. For example, how to solve a quadratic equation. Then we call ollama.chat, we specify the model, and then we specify the message. Inside of this dictionary, we specify what's our role. We are the user. What's the content? The content is question to ask, and that's it. The response will be stored in this data structure called response. Then we want to extract the response you will simply type response, message content, and the response will be stored in this string Ollama response. And then I'm going to print it on the screen, and at the same time I'm going to save the response in this file called output-ollama.txt. For that purpose I'm going to use vid open, then I'm going to specify the text file name, I'm going to specify that I'm opening the file in the write mode, I'm specifying the encoding, and here I'm using this with statement to make sure that after the code is executed, the file is automatically closed and everything is being cleaned. And over here, I will simply write the string in the file, and that's it. Let's save this file by pressing Ctrl O and pressing Enter, and let's then press Ctrl X to exit. And here we are. Let's make sure that the file exists. Here it is, it's called test.py, and let's run this file. To run this file, simply type this Python 3 and then the name of the file. Here it is. Now, before you run the file, let's do one additional thing in order to monitor everything. Now, I will run NVIDIA SMI program. NVIDIA SMI program enables you to track the consumption of GPU resources, and this is really beneficial for monitoring how well your program is running and are you using GPU on your system. So let's open a new terminal, and inside of this terminal let's run this command. This command will show you the GPU usage with a period of 1 second. Over here you can see GPU utilization, you can see power, you can see temperature, you can also see the memory utilization. Okay, so let's go here, that is here, and let's execute this command. And let's see the output. Here it is. Now, at the same time, let's click here and let's verify that we are actually using GPU resources. Here you can see the power usage, we are actually using GPU, you can see that memory is being used, and over here we are currently at 3%, however, we might jump even to higher percentage. However, it's done. Literally in several seconds, no more than that, everything is being executed. Wow, this is truly amazing. And let's verify that the results are being saved in a file, so let's click here, click on Home, Test Model, open the file, and here it is. Here is the answer. This really looks amazing. Okay, that's all for today. I hope that you liked this video. If you like the videos I'm creating, please press the like and subscribe buttons, and see you in the next video tutorial.